What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we have Devin Haney, Bill Haney calling out Teofimo Lopez, saying they want to make the fight happen next or whatnot. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I heard Eddie Hearn speak, basically saying that they're probably, or I think they are in negotiations to make a Teofimo Lopez fight with Jerron Ennis. I will do a video on that coming up shortly, but as of right now, I'm gonna speak on this situation right here. Now, granted, these two were supposed to fight at 135. I'm gonna get into all the logistics of that and why I feel like it didn't happen and who I felt like would have won at the time, and then I'm gonna talk about the possibilities of them even fighting now. All right, so stay tuned. Let me get into the article and then we'll talk about it. All right, so shout out to the Boxing News app. Make sure y'all go download that. It says Haney Sr. Haney Sr. Why they call him Haney Sr.? Anyways, Haney calls out, or Bill Haney calls out Teofimo Lopez. It says Bill Haney insists there was a handshake understanding that Teofimo Lopez would face Devin Haney if Ryan Garcia fell out of the picture. And he's now accusing the former lightweight of King of ducking that promise. They reached out to make the fight happen, but Team Lopez are quiet. Haney Sr. told Boxing Scene, adding that Saudi power broker Turki Al-Sheikh has already opened negotiations. Lopez has spent the fortnight since outpointing Arnold Barboza in the town square, calling for a leap to a welterweight against unified champion Jerron Boots Ennis, and even name-checking Terrence Crawford. Dude, Tio is full of shit, bro. Like, I'm so sick of dude, bro. But anyways, Haney was criticized for the safety-first win over Jose Ramirez on the same May 2nd card. Yet his father notes that the 26-year-old has already defeated 7 world champions and once in as early as August. A Garcia rematch is on ice after the Californians lost to Rolly Romero, leaving Lopez as the most lucrative option. Devin will punish him round by round and make him take it back. Every slur, every word. By that, when they say slur, they're talking about the comments that, YouTube is so sensitive, they don't want you to say everything, but the comments that, the racial comments, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, forget it, because it need to be said. The racial comments that Teofimo made against Devin Haney, or not Devin Haney, but is in general talking about Terrence Crawford and stuff, using the N-word and all that. Bill warned, claiming the clash eclipsed in Lopez in his purse. He says only Al-Sheikh can deliver it. If Turkey can't, we'll pray to God, because that's the next level up. Lopez has not responded publicly to the challenge, but with Saudi dates filling fast, silence may soon equal surrender. Let's talk about it. Now, all right, this is what I'm gonna go ahead and speak on this, because a lot of people are not gonna like it. A lot of people, you're gonna have a lot of people criticizing me. You're gonna have a lot of people talk negative about my channel, but I'd rather for you to hate me for who I am than to love me for who I'm not. I don't think anybody needs to be fighting. I don't think any black fighters need to be fighting Teofimo Lopez. And this is my reasoning for that, right? I'm sick of tired of Teofimo using racial slurs and then turn around saying it's just promotion, but you're using that racist term in order to promote yourself. And I'm tired of him getting away with that. Had that been, anybody else, everybody would be criticizing him. You guys remember when Devin Haney stated in his fight, or in a possible fight, this was like in 2019, possibly talking about fighting Lomachenko, saying how he'll never lose to a white boy, and a lot of people criticized him to the point to where the WBC actually issued and made Devin Haney apologize for that. You guys also, if we could take it back to the year 2007, I believe, where either 2007 or 2008, when Bernard Hopkins was on his crash course to fight Joe Calzaghe, and he stated that, and a lot of people stated that he'll never lose to a white boy, and it was he went in an uproar. A lot of people went in an uproar about it or whatever, right? Here's my thing. I brought that up because I know how the angle that you like idiots are gonna comment, the ones that are gonna try to justify what Teofimo is saying. I know the angle that y'all are gonna bring up. Y'all are gonna bring that up and say, oh, okay, what about this, that, and the third? Here's the thing. If you had a problem with what they said, then you should have a problem with what Teofimo is saying. You need to ask yourself this: why And this is for the people that's going to strictly come on here criticizing me, because I know it's going to happen. But this is for the people that's going to come on here to criticize me for pretty much saying that Teofimo needs to be iced out, and nobody needs to really see him in the ring, but definitely see him outside the ring. Why do you feel upset about me feeling upset about this man using racial terms, racial slurs? It's nothing is speculated. This is facts. I did a video on it, and I posted a video where he's used these racial slurs. He's actually talked about, he's actually used racial slurs more than once on numerous occasions. I still remember the time his delusional dad was they had a fight. He was, using the N-word or whatnot. And I remember Andre Ward had, came on there and was like, bro, dude need to stop using that word or whatever. Why? So instead of you questioning why I feel like people should ice him out, Teofimo, you need to ask yourself, why are you threatened, or why do you feel threatened, or why do you feel upset because I'm speaking against what this man has said about my people? Ask yourself that, okay? Furthermore, I just like this dude is he's playing with this, he's going with this angle, and he's doing it too much, and I'm sick and tired of it. And I'm sick of I'm sick of people just getting away with this. Ryan Garcia has used the term numerous of times and has gotten away with it. If nobody said, everybody just lets him do what he wants to do. So I'm sick of it, bro. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm speaking against dude. I'm speaking against Ryan. They don't need to fight this dude. Let him starve. Let him, let him, let him be bro. If you go watch one of my shorts, Teofimo's on there saying, I need a black dude on my resume, and I was like, fam, like, what do you? Let somebody say, let Devin Haney say that, and then see how y'all gonna be in an uproar. Furthermore, you guys spend many times criticizing Bill Haney, but nobody says anything about Teofimo's delusional daddy, Teofimo Lopez Sr. Nobody says anything about him. And he already got beat up once for using the N-word. Just go ask Keyshawn Davis. He already got hands and feet put on him once for using that word. So you would think that he learned his lesson. But regardless, dude has, out of all the father sons, and if you guys notice that a lot of people dislike the father son relationships in boxing. A lot of people didn't like Angel Garcia. A lot of people didn't like Ruben Guerrero. I didn't really care for Ruben Guerrero, but I did like Angel Garcia. A lot of people didn't like Angel Garcia. He got in trouble for using the N-word. As a matter of fact, he got banned from coming on at a press conference for that. A lot of people don't like Bill Haney. A lot of people don't like Teofimo Lopez Sr. But out of all those fighters, Teofimo Lopez Sr. is the most delusional one of all. A lot of people didn't like Chris Eubanks Sr. either. But Teofimo Lopez Sr. is the most delusional one of all. And the apple don't fall too far from the tree, because Teo is just as delusional. Teo has hate in his heart for Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford accomplished something that he's faked to accomplish, that he wishes that he would have accomplished. Terrence Crawford is the first male to become undisputed in 2 different weight classes in the four belt era. All right, Teofimo is not he hasn't even been undisputed once, but people will tell you that guys like what's the dude's name, and he pissed me off with that. What's the dude's name with the shoot? The dude that be having them taco hats and the big eyes. I used to like his channel, bro. But that pissed me off when he was Showbiz. Showbiz was on there saying how, like, oh, okay, bigging him up for being undisputed or 2-time undisputed or whatnot. And it's like, fam, come on, bro. Like, don't become a company man, bro. This dude is not even 1-time undisputed. First of all, the term itself, solidifies what I'm saying, because how can you be undisputed if I can dispute that? Devin Haney had the WBC belt. You had a title. You had a status. Devin Haney had the title. You had the status. 2 different things. Furthermore, you beat Josh Taylor at 140. Yes, but did Josh Taylor have all the belts when you beat him? No, he only had the WBO. You never touched the WBA, IBF, or WBC at 140. Therefore, you're not undisputed at 140, and you're not undisputed at 135. So where is this whole just, oh, I'm the first two division undisputed champion. Like, no, you're not. And dude is delusional, bro. And I get sick of his delusional daddy talking about how they was gonna outsell Floyd Mayweather and all this type of stuff. Like, they just delusional. It's one thing to believe in your kids, right? And that's great. But the stuff that they say is stupidity. Now, they were supposed to fight at 135. Teofimo did not want to fight that with Devin Haney. I don't care what y'all say. Go back and just look at, if you know your history, you know. If they were to fight now, I've always said, I don't like giving Teo any credit after this stuff, but I always said Teofimo's style would be the most dangerous for Devin Haney. Their style is very dangerous for both, because Teofimo does not look good against guys that move, that are good on their feet or whatnot, and Devin Haney definitely is. But again, I just don't think that this fight I don't think anybody needs to be fighting Teofimo, just based off of this, like, what he's been saying lately, and I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it at all. So, but you know, if they fight, you know, it is what it is. But I want to say Teofimo's on the crash course to fight Jerron Ennis. So we'll see how that goes, if that fight is to be made. As far as Devin Haney goes, man, I would. You're in line to fight, you know, the winner of Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao. So just ride on that. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?